things first, if you've never seen any of my content, you know what I'm gonna start off by saying, go ahead and subscribe. Join the beautiful SK family, do nothing but beautiful things over here, and I would love to have you a part of those beautiful things. Now, this is part 2 of the video I just did. Also, I just woke up from a nap. I'm not looking forward to this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I might not even finish this whole video because there's quite a few parts. I might just finish this specific whole video and then y'all can do whatever y'all want from that.
Told you I was coming back with part 8. So after everybody found out that I was having sex with him,
Yeah.
and now that's gonna be my baby daddy, my mama was like, hell no, she ain't having this damn baby. His family was like that too. So my mom was like, we gonna need to do what we have to do so that way we can go ahead and get her this abortion. So everybody know January, end of January, tax time comes, right? So my mom was waiting on her paperwork to come in and she went to go file her tax. So my mom took me to doctor's care, if anybody know what that is, just to see how far along I was. Doctor care took blood and they was like, okay, she's only 3.5 to 4 weeks pregnant. Okay, cool. But now my mama taxes didn't come in on time, so now we have to wait 2 more weeks. So that would make me 6 weeks.
I don't mean to sound rude or anything. I don't mean to sound rude, y'all. It's probably because I'm tired and I don't really have the patience right now. We're gonna have to get to the point. So let's see.
So
I don't want to skip too much. Maybe I shouldn't.
No,
I'm be patient.
And then they finally came in. Okay, I'm running out of time, y'all. Okay, part 9. So her taxes finally came in, and I did not go to school. So she told me we was going to Georgia, and I'm like, okay, why are we going to Georgia? She was like, so you can have the abortion. So in my head, I'm like, why we just can't do it in South Carolina? And she was just like, you know, certain amount of weeks.
All right. Since she wouldn't take a long time, I might as well ask a few questions. What would you do? Would you make your child abort the baby? Huh? Just a quick question. I know some people be like, hey, you got to live with that mistake. Mistake is, I don't like that mistake word. I don't like that mistake word. You have to live with that choice, that decision. Let's say that. Or I also know people who you know, refuse to abort any type of baby. I mean, any type of baby.
You have to do it out of state. So now, me, his mama, his daddy, his
Don't ask me what I would do. I'm not going to answer that question. Because people have debates about that. You know what? I wasn't. Yeah, put it in the comments. I might let y'all know. I might let you know something. Maybe.
So we cruising to Georgia, and now we get to the abortion clinic. So the lady is like, you know, how are you doing? How many weeks are you? Now at this time, I'm 6 weeks. 6 weeks. So now, you know, we're going over everything, and she's talking to me about how the process works. So she lays me on the table, and my mother is standing beside. So the girl lays me on the table, and she has the vaginal ultrasound. So she goes to stick the vaginal ultrasound inside of me.
All right, ma'am.
And then once she stuck the vaginal ultrasound inside of me,
tell me what happened.
Okay, y'all, part 10.
If you don't get to the point, you telling me all these details I don't even want to hear.
So now she's sticking the vaginal
Come on, I swear 4G was
out, and she was like, I know it feels uncomfortable, we're gonna do a different way. So now she gets the other ultrasound. You know, if you ever been pregnant, they put it on your stomach. So she goes to put it on my stomach, and she like pressing hard down too, trying to, you know, measure the baby, see, like hear the heartbeat and all. Then she goes and said, uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
And I was like, uh-oh, what? She was like, nothing, Mom. I'm going to go ahead and double check before I tell you anything. So she get the double checking, and she getting writing stuff down. And I'm looking at her, and I'm looking at my mom looking at me, and, you know, we looking at each other. She was like, Mom, she's not going to be able to get this abortion.
Oh, Lord, the baby is
She said, because
too big.
Your daughter is 5.5 months pregnant. I was like, oh, hell. So now
see, like, I'm going to sound rude when I say this. Why get to that point?
I'm hella pissed, and I'm boo crying. Then I get up, you know, fix myself, and go out the room. My mom's coming behind me. Then his dad sees me storming out the building, and he comes and hugs me. And I just start crying even harder. And he was like, what happened? You don't want to tell me right now? And I'm just shaking my head like, no, I'll tell you later. I don't want to talk about it. So now we have to drive back to Columbia. And we get back to Columbia, but instead of them dropping us off home, they took us to their house. And they're like, well, we need to figure out what we're going to do with the baby. And I'm just crying. I kept saying, I don't want the baby. I'm too young. I don't want a baby right now. Then they asked him what he think. He's looking at me like, I want to keep my baby.
Okay. He said he want to keep the baby. Look at how she looking. That's how I'm feeling. Are you stupid? Are you dumb?
I gotta come back for part 12. I said part 12. So now that we are at the house and discussing everything that's going on with the baby, I decided to tell them I'd rather give my baby up for adoption. I don't want her to be around my mom who's an alcoholic. And once I mentioned the reasons why, he was just like, no, I'm going to be there for my baby.
Adoption. That's what I would think.
I'm going to take care of my baby. Doing all this extraness. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, this is about
that boy
me.
grew up here that day, huh?
I don't want my baby in a family. No. Nowhere around here, no. So now he's basically trying to plead his case. Him and his people trying to plead his case about why I should keep the baby. So my mother was like, at the end of the day, I already tried to make her have an abortion. I'm going to leave this.
Man, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sitting here, she talking, and I'm not listening to not one word she's saying, bro. Because I'm just sitting here, like, replaying over my head that this boy said he wanted to keep the baby. Stop being grown, y'all. Listen, if you're a child, bro, enjoy your childhood. Man, I wish I could. Oh, my gosh. My 20s hit me so fast. I'm about to be 22 next month, dude. Enjoy your childhood, guys. Don't do stupid stuff like this. No, hold on. No offense, respectfully, to this nice lady here.
Think about it.
She's not the only one in situations like this, though.
So we left, and I went home, and I just cried my eyes out. Y'all are so hilarious. But yeah, here's
I'm gonna finish it off after this part. 13. Maybe.
So now, of course, you know, I've been thinking about it. It's been several months I've been thinking about it. My due date is May 17th. So I'm like, at this moment, I got to make a decision for real, for real. So, you know, me and him conversated on the phone on what we wanted to name our child. We wanted the name Raven. And I was just like, okay. But ultimately, it's still my decision since I'm the mother. And then me being in love with him, in my head, I was like, damn, if I do keep this baby, me and him can be together. We can raise this baby together, whatever the case may be. Then my father got involved. And I'm the only girl. And when I tell you the definition of a daddy's girl, that was me. My father was not playing none of that. My father was like, you're not going to impregnate my daughter. She's only 12. And now you talking about you want to raise a baby with her? All I know is my dad.
Like, bro, what? Are you crazy? I'm saying this little kid has a death wish, man. How is he alive?
And it went downhill from there. Okay, y'all, so part 14. So, like I said, my dad hired a private investigator. And at this point, I'm being homeschooled. So, that was, the second semester of my 6th grade year? So, the private investigator comes to my house and introducing himself. And he lets me know, like, yeah, I spoke with your father in New York, and he told me about the situation. Now he's wanting me to elaborate. Now, the private investigator is telling me how it all works, or whatever the case may be. Then he goes and showed me pictures. And now the pictures he showed me was of my daughter's dad and some other boys and even his brother. So now the private investigator is like, okay, so your dad told me the situation. I need you to let me know which one of these are the people that you slept with. And I'm like, and if I tell you, is he going to get in trouble? He was like, no, he's not going to get in trouble, but you should still tell the truth. I was hesitant, but I was like, it's the private investigator. So I picked his picture to let him know. Part 15.
Nah. That was a terrible ending to that last little part. So we're going to go ahead and end this part. Not done with the video. I'll finish the video. Then you, like I said in the beginning of this video, you guys can do whatever you want to do with this video. Comprende? All right. Now, if you thought anything was interesting, if you thought anything was entertaining being, I'm using that lightly. But if you thought anything was interesting, go ahead. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want me to react to. I'll get back to it as soon as I can. Until I see you again, go ahead and do beautiful things on your own, whether it's something small, whether it's something big.